Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Safer streets in Milwaukee isn't just for people with cars. It's also for pedestrians and bikers.
And a new study backs up that concern and the need to address reckless driving in Milwaukee.
As part of TMJ4's Project Drive Safer, Rebecca Clough talks with a group working to make streets safer for those who don't drive on them.
Spencer Harris is a regular bus user. He doesn't have a car and he often needs to get up and down Fond Du Lac Avenue, which he says can be dangerous.
You don't want to mess around on Fond Du Lac. You don't. They get smacked up. It's so many car accidents.
The latest Milwaukee crash analysis lists Fond Du Lac from 17th to Hampton as one of the high injury networks, meaning there's a high number of drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians hurt on the street. Milwaukee Walks, the nonprofit, did its own analysis of the report, and the program manager tells me they're concerned to see where these high injury networks are.
That's also part of the city that has some of the lowest car ownership rates, so the highest number of families who have no access to any car vehicles.
According to data in this area of Fond Du Lac on the city's north side, 46% of households do not own a car. This is why Milwaukee Walks is in support of the city's efforts that focuses on pedestrian safety.
I think what that tells me is that our roads are not really actually designed for the people who live there, who want to get around. They're designed to get people through neighborhoods very, very quickly.
On top of that, McGinnis says race was only added as a data collection point in 2021. So in the past, they had to use other data to see how disproportionately people of color were impacted. Smart Growth for America found Black pedestrians are twice as likely to be hit and killed while walking compared to a white person.
We know, however, that Black Milwaukee is dealing with this crisis even more than other areas and other demographics of the city.
But McGinnis says she's glad the city is taking equity into account when deciding how and when streets are improved moving forward. However, Harris wishes something would change sooner so he would feel safer getting to and from the bus stop.
You got these signs that says yield to pedestrians. There's one right there. It says yield to pedestrians, right? They don't yield on nothing. You walk out there, you get smacked.
Milwaukee Walks says it plans to target these high problem areas to educate both drivers and pedestrians about the dangers. This while the city works on its strategy of road improvements, which includes things like adding bollards, raised crosswalks, or even protected bike lanes in these high injury networks. Reporting in Milwaukee, Rebecca Clough, TMJ4 News.
By the way, the Milwaukee County Department of Transportation is focused on safer streets. Traveling Roadshow continues tomorrow in St. Francis at 2 o'clock. They'll also have a booth at the South Milwaukee Community Night Out starting at 5 p.m. This is a chance for neighbors to weigh in on what they want to see done in their area. You can get that information and see more of our daily reporting on this topic at projectdrivesafer.com.